Hello, all. Welcome to Studio Van Pilates. Today it is September 21st. It is a Thursday. It's a half-hour mat roller balance class. As always, please take care of yourself. If you have any injuries or limitations, I'll provide some options and variations to hopefully work for you. If you don't work for you, place them to the side. Bring in your own favorite options or variations. Take a break, take a stretch. Maybe do a movement of liking to you that is outside the family of exercises that I'm offering up. Main goal for you is to take care of yourself. You are in charge, you are the boss. So we'll get started standing. I have my roller here in camera, or just maybe slightly outside of the camera angle. We might use it in the beginning standing warm up. I'll just use it more for an illustration purpose, but let me just pull it in so I don't have to try to find it and grab it. So we'll just stand in a functional parallel position, your feet and your legs. Ears, shoulders, hips, knees, ankles in one long up and down line. Just drop your arms down by your side. Find a tall, comfortable posture that works for you. Just on the inhale, shrug the shoulders up to the ears, shoulder shrug. Exhale, slide them down the back of the body. So just naturally, inhale the shoulders up, nothing too stressful here. Exhale, slide them down. Inhaling them up. And exhale, slide them down. One more time, inhaling them up. Exhale, slide them down. Shoulder rolls, round the shoulders back, draw them up, round them forward. And back, up, round and forward. Find the size of circle that works for you. It doesn't have to be too big. Back, up, and forward. And then one more time, back, up, and forward. Keeping the arms long and swing the arms back, up, and around. Again, the size is up to you. Back, up, and around. Any amount. Yeah. Back, up, and around. Last one, back, up, and around. Drop your arms down by your side. Let's do the shoulder circles in the opposite direction. So the shoulders come forward, draw them up, roll them open, slide them down. Forward, up, and around to the back. Forward, up, and around to the back. One more time, forward, up and around to the back. Keep the arms long, swing the arms forward, up, back, and around. Again, these size circles, up to you. Forward, up, back, and around. Forward, up, back, and around. And then last one here, forward, up, back, and around. And just drop your arms down by your side. So let's move on to some just gentle knee bends. So you're gonna bend the knees and then straighten. So I'm not trying to press my pelvis forward or arc it back. Just finding that natural bend, and it's small. It's nothing too big. Just getting the body moving and warmed up for the rest of class. Yeah, so I can imagine that I'm in a slender cylinder, and the only range of motion that I have without touching the walls is just bending my knees and straightening them. Do that for me one more time. And straighten. So let's, I'm gonna face the camera. You can find a wider stance if you want. Let's actually do find a wider stance. Let's turn the legs out slightly. Nothing too wide. You're gonna tee your arms out to the side. Just do a little side bend to one side. And then coming right back up and side bend to the other side. So you can do this in a couple different ways, right? So I can side bend keeping my hips very stable. So I'm just moving from my upper body. Yeah. Then if I want a little bit more, I can side bend and then push my hip out, right? And other side. So push out, if that works for you, right? So you get a little bit more inner thigh on the opposite side, at least I do, right? And you might find there's a longer stretch there because you are pushing the hip over. Yeah. But you also might find more contraction on the opposite side. So again, find what works. One more time each side. I go for my first side. And then I'm gonna go for my second side. And then drop the arms down by your side. Let's go ahead and bring those feet inward. From here, what I would like you to do is keep the functional parallel position with your feet and legs. Let's try this here. So I'm gonna bring my hands just to the bottom of my rib cage, right? And then I'm just gonna fold forward and up. So it's nothing too big, right? Just folding forward and up. And alternatively, I can bring this roller foot to the outside, bring it to the bottom ribs, and that I can try to fold over that roller, which we might use at the end of class. We'll see how that goes for you. So it's not a huge thing, but it also limits how much I can fold, right? So I usually feel like you can fold a little bit more. Let's drop the arms down by your side. So because I'm not hindered by that roller trying to hover up and over, I can really find more deeper curve, perhaps, but again, it's high. Do that for me one more time. And then up. We'll pause here. And then I'm just gonna switch our balance from side to side. So you're gonna bring your right foot up, bring it to your left ankle, and then down, left foot, right ankle, and down. So just switch from side to side for now. Yeah, you'll see where my mantis is going in a moment. And that's good, right? So now I want you to bend your knees. Slight bend, 3 pulses. 1, 2, 3, right foot to left ankle. Down. 3 pulses. 1, 2, 3, left foot to right ankle. Yeah, foot down. 1, 2, 3, right foot up. Just a little bit, place it back down. You can always toe tap it down. 1, 2, 3, and then up. right? So what I'm gonna ask you to do is find that curve, keep that curve, 3 pulses with the legs. 1, 2, 3. When you bring your toe up, torso rises and place your foot back down. Fold first, and then pulse, 2, 3, and then up. Little balance. Foot down. Fold. 1, 2, 3. Toe lifts. And back down. And then 1, 2, 3, and then up. Right. And then just release that down. So we'll do that at the end of class. It'll be a little bit bigger. This folding and rising just challenges their balance. So you always can come back to just this level. We'll eventually bring it up to the knee if that works for you. So we'll see how you do at the end of class. And remember, you can always even just keep your foot down. You have to come up. All right, so let's get down onto the mat and put my mat back. And then the roller will go down in the center of the mat, center-ish. I'm gonna adjust my camera angle here as well. That's good. Yeah, I'll leave it there. Anything, I'll just push the roller or the mat and roller a little bit. Then just getting down onto your roller, head and tail fully supported, knees bent, feet flat, arms down by your side for now. Yeah. A little bit of alignment. So think about your thigh bones pointing straight out of the hip sockets, heels in line with the sits bones, feet pointing straight ahead. Find the center back of the pelvis be connected to the roller. Back bottom 2 ribs connect to the roller. And then back center of the skull connects to the roller as well. So you're just establishing these natural curves in the back of the body. If I were to pop you up right here, you would find a more kind of an upright posture, perhaps. Yeah, just find as equal weight into your feet as you can. So I think about each foot as 2 mini tripods, big toe, pinky toe, heel connection. And then you're just gonna take note of where the hand weight might fall. So you're not trying to change this because usually one side is a little bit tighter than the other when we're lying down here. So is it thumb, center palm, or pinky? For me, usually on my left side is a little bit more pinky, and then my right side is a little bit more equally distributed. And then just for a moment, as we find these spots, can you just relax your throat, forehead, jaw, and shoulders the best you can. Deep inhale in here, exhale, float both arms up toward the ceiling, palms are facing forward. Fingertips are just over the shoulders, arms are nice and long and in parallel. Deep inhale in here, exhale, send this right arm back behind you. Keep the ribs dropping down, shoulder away from the ear, working a little bit of balance here, lying down. And then exhale, left arm reaches back. So as we move the arms, the weight distribution changes. Inhale the arm right back up. Then exhale, right arm reaches back. So we want to try to stay. Inhale that arm right back up as stable as we can on this roller. Exhale, left arm reaches back. And remember, for me, stability is not stillness. A little bit of micro movement is fine. Bring that arm right back up. Pause here. Send exhale, both arms back. Ribs drop. Inhale right back up. Exhale, sending both arms back. Inhale back up. Exhale, sending both arms back. Ribs are dropping. Inhale up. Last one here. Exhale, sending both arms back. Inhale right back up. Then arms can come forward and down to the mat. So we are going to move on to legs. You can keep your arms down at the mat by your side. That'll give you the biggest space to support. Or if you like, you can bend your elbows so the forearms are off the mat. And so the elbows are just your base of support here. Always change your mind. Not everyone feels like they have long enough arms to do this. That's okay. It's just an option. Deep inhale in here. Actually going to flip the right leg to a tabletop. Inhale to hold it. Exhale, place the foot back down. Inhale in here. Exhale, left leg flips up. Inhale to hold. And then exhale, place the foot back down. Inhale in here, exhale, right leg floats up. Inhale to hold, and exhale, place the foot back down. Inhale in here, exhale, left leg floats up. Inhale to hold, then exhale, place the foot back down. Moving on, you'll take a deep inhale in here. Exhale, draw the right leg to tabletop. You're gonna leave the leg there. Inhale in here, exhale, left leg floats up to meet the right leg. So both legs are up. Keep the shape of the legs, keep the bend of the knee. On the exhale, you're gonna reach the right toe down to the mat, hinging from your thigh. Inhale that leg right back up. Exhale, left toe taps down. Inhale right back up. Exhale, right toe taps down. So try to keep from increasing the bend of the knee. So you just move from your thigh, left toe taps down. Bring it right back up. Flex your feet for me. And if you can, right heel taps down. Bring it back up. You can always go back to pointed feet if this is too much. Left heel taps and up. Right heel taps and up. One more time. Left heel taps. And up here now. Keep the feet flexed. Exhale, extend both legs up towards the sky, any amount. And bring the legs back to your tabletop. Exhale, extend both legs up. Bring them back to tabletop. Exhale, extend both legs up. Back to tabletop. Exhale, extend both legs up and leave them there. Keep the feet flexed strongly. And then bring the legs back to tabletop. Right foot back down first, follow with the left. If the forearms are up, go ahead and place them down into the mat. Yeah, right. If you need to shake anything out, good time to do it. And then go ahead and interlace your fingers. Place the palms behind the skull, point the elbows slightly forward so you can see them in your peripheral vision, so nothing too narrow nor too wide. Keep the pelvis relatively stable on the exhale. Now the head runs spine up to your abdominal curl. So it's a small movement here, nothing too big. And then you're going to inhale to hold it, exhale coming all the way back down. Inhale in here, exhale again. Now the head runs spine up, abdominal curl. Inhale to hold, and exhale coming all the way back down. Inhale in here, exhale again. Now the head runs spine up, abdominal curl. Inhale to hold, and exhale coming right back down. Inhale in here, exhale again. Now the head runs spine up, abdominal curl. Inhale to hold, and exhale coming right back down. Moving on, take a deep inhale in here. Exhale, now the head runs spine up, abdominal curl. Pause. Now take a deep inhale in here. Exhale, turn the torso towards the right. Inhale back to center. Exhale, turn the torso towards the left. Yeah. Inhale, center. Exhale, turn the torso towards the right. And then center. Exhale, turn the torso towards the left. And center. Exhale, turn the torso towards the right. And center. Exhale, turn the torso towards the left. That's it. Inhale, center. Pause here. Exhale, round up 1 more inch. And then round yourself all the way back down. Deep inhale in here. Exhale again. Now the head runs spine up, abdominal curl. So release the right arm, cross over the left side of the body. You got 8 pulses through. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Hand behind the skull. Left hand releases over to the right. You got 8, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Hand behind the skull. Hold here. Come back center. Release both hands over both knees. 8 pulses through. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2. Reach. Place the hands back behind the skull. Come all the way back down. And again, arms can release back onto the mat. You can shake anything out you might need. So now we're going to move on to a balance. So I'm going to float both arms up toward the ceiling. Right. Remember, it could be a heel lift like I'm demonstrating here. It could also be a toe tap if that's what you need. So you can always go back to that. Deep inhale in here. Actually, I'm going to flip the right leg to tabletop. Yeah. And place the foot back down. Remember, you can always place the foot down before I even mention it. Yeah. And exhale, left leg floats up. And then place the foot back down. And remember, you can always go back to heel lift or toe tap. You can also just stick with tabletop. We are moving on, so join me if you like. Exhale, right leg floats up. And then you can extend that right leg up towards the ceiling. Bring the leg back to tabletop. Place the foot back down. And exhale, left leg floats up. Extend the leg. Back to tabletop, place the foot back down. Maybe that's enough for you, just stick with that. Otherwise, join me here. Exhale, right leg floats up. Next, extend the leg. This is going to be super small. I'm going to make a circle in one direction with that leg from the thigh. One more time in that direction, maybe. And then reverse. And the circle reverse. Pause. Bring the leg back to tabletop. Put those back down. So that has to be super small. I have to make mine super small. Exhale, left leg floats up. And then extend that left leg up. Circle in one direction. One more time in that same direction. And then reverse it. One more time to reverse. Pause. Bring the leg back to tabletop. Foot goes back down. Arms come back onto the mat by your side. From here, you can rock back and forth on the roller. Head goes one way, hips go the other way. Just giving yourself a little release from side to side. You can make this just at this size. Maybe you can open up the arms and legs a little bit to get a little bit more surface area in the back of the body. To get the biggest surface area, you can roll to one side as you lift the leg and arm off that opposite side as you look towards that side. And you'll get more side of the shoulder blade towards the armpit, side of the booty or glutes, right? So again, you find the size that works for you. Sometimes this doesn't work for everyone. So find a different release that does work for you. This doesn't. Yeah. And find yourself back to that center line. You're gonna roll off to one side of the roller using your arms and legs to help you come back onto the mat. Send the roller towards the side for a moment. Don't let it get too far away. Just hug the knees into your chest, or do a release that you like. Maybe one knee in, one leg out. Maybe doing a hamstring stretch. Maybe doing a little diamond, figure 4, whatever you need. All right, and then we are going to find this roller back into the hands. You're going to go for this perpendicular positioning of the roller hands to the outside. Float the arms up toward the ceiling. Look at to curl your pelvis, curl your lower spine. And the size that works for you, draw the right knee to the chest, followed by the left knee. Deep inhale in here, exhale, round yourself up, abdominal curl. Keep the right knee there, send the left leg up long. Inhale in here, I'm gonna switch sides. Inhale, switching sides, exhale, and exhale. In, exhale, exhale. One knee in, one leg straight. Exhale, exhale. In, X, and in, and X. Pull both knees in, roll yourself down, right, left, left. All right. So from here, we're going to float the arms up with that roller again. And I'd like you, if you can, you're going to extend both legs long out in front of you, flex the feet strongly. Yeah. Without letting your ribs pop up towards the ceiling, reach the arms back overhead. You're going to bring the arms forward, nod the head around the spine, round yourself up, hollowing up and over. So you might need to bend your knees. You might need to just roll and just roll yourself up. Totally fine. Hollow up and over, and hollow yourself down. So if you need to just roller, feel free, all the way down. You can also bend your knees on the way down. It's all good. All right, we only got 3 more of these. We're at 4 in total. Reach the arms overhead. Bring the arms forward. Dig those heels into the floor if you can. Scoop the belly. Roll yourself up. Hollow over. So we never really come to an upright position here. And then you're gonna hollow back. Rolling down. Yeah. Reaching the arms overhead. 2 more. Nod the head. Round the spine. Roller comes forward. Find that curl. And then round yourself back down, rolling through, all the way down. Lengthening the arms overhead. You got this one more time, please. Arms come forward, nod the head, round the spine, round yourself over, and start to round yourself back. Remember, you can always bend your knees. You can dish the roller if you need to. All right. Then you can bend your elbows for a moment, relax your knees and your arms here if you need. What I mean by relax your knees, you can bend your knees. You can go back into whatever release you like. Just for a moment, because we are moving on. Reach the arms up towards the sky again. Curl the pelvis, curl the lower spine. Right knee in, left knee in. Deep inhale in here, exhale, round yourself up, abdominal curl. Keep the right knee there, send the left leg out long. Now take this left armpit, draw towards the right knee. So we're gonna go for a spiral. Inhale in here, and switch sides, armpit towards knee. Inhale, and switch sides. Exhale, and exhale. Inhale, exhale, exhale. Really twisting the torso. Inhale, exhale, in, exhale, in, exhale. Now switch sides once. Hold here for the inhale, hold for the exhale, hold for the inhale, hold for the exhale. Switching sides. Inhale, hold, exhale, hold. Inhale, hold, exhale, switch. Inhale, hold, exhale, hold. Inhale, hold, exhale, switch. Yeah, inhale, hold, exhale, hold. Inhale, hold, exhale. Hug those knees in, roll down through the spine. Find a release that works for you. Maybe just take a moment to catch your breath. All is great. Any option you like. Right, so we are going to move on to bridges, full bridges. So we're going to use the roller, but you might be like, not today, Blaine. Just roll to the side, no big deal. You choose to use the roller, you're going to place it underneath the triangle of your bent knees here. And then if you choose to use roller, place the arches of the feet onto the roller. Now, everyone, whether you use roller or feet on the mat, you can keep your arms onto the mat. You can also bend your elbows. We'll float the arms up towards the ceiling. So we either have full base support or some base support is taken away, right? Arms up toward the ceiling is full base support taken away. Find what works for you. Deep inhale in here, exhale. You're gonna sink the belly, curl the tailbone, float yourself up, find your bridge. It might be curled up, it might be flat back up. Inhale in here, exhale, coming all the way back down, rolling through or flat back down. I got myself too close to the mat. I'm gonna scoop myself down a little bit to the edge of the mat. Inhale in here, exhale, scoop, curl, float yourself up. My head was going off the cliff there. Inhale in here, exhale, coming right back down. And I do encourage you to find the center line of the body so there's not too much wavering back and forth. Inhale in here, exhale, press down to float up. Inhale in here, exhale, coming all the way back down. Inhale in here, exhale again, scoop, curl, float yourself up. Like you to pause here, you're gonna come down 1 or 2 inches, gonna pulse up moderately from the pelvis for 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Pause, come all the way down. Deep inhale in here, exhale again, sink the belly, curl the tongue, float yourself up, find your bridge. Right leg floats to tabletop, place the foot back down. Left leg floats up, place the foot back down. Right leg up, and then down. Left leg up, and down. Right leg, and down. Left leg, and down. Pause here, float the hips up a little bit higher, and come all the way down. Go ahead and lengthen out your legs once or twice. Right? whatever you need. So we're gonna move on to a variation of the bridge. There'll be two components to this. We've already done our tabletop. We'll demonstrate this here, but imagine I'm in a bridge. My leg is gonna be up. This is nothing too unusual here. You're gonna flex the foot on the way down and point the foot up. Then you're gonna make a circle, any side that works for you, any direction, but remember which direction you go. Flex your foot, point the foot up, go in that same direction. We'll drop and lift, and then we'll reverse the direction twice. Yeah, but in between, we'll have that leg drop and lift. All right. Wherever you like your arms, feel free. Take a deep inhale in here. Exhale, sink the belly, curl the toes, point your step up, find your bridge. Right leg floats up, extend the right leg up. And then you're gonna drop the right leg once, flex the foot, point the foot up. Find the direction that you wanna go, circle, pause, flex the foot down, point the foot up. Same direction, circle, pause, flex the foot down, point the foot up. Reverse the circle, other direction, circle, pause, flex the foot down, point the foot up. And again, circle, pause here, bring the leg back to tabletop, foot goes back down. Hips up a little bit higher, left leg to tabletop, extend the left leg up, left leg drops down. You're gonna flex your foot, point the foot up, circle, one direction. Pause, flex the foot down, point the foot up, circle, same direction. Pause, flex the foot down, point the foot up, reverse the direction, circle, pause, flex the foot down, point the foot up, again, reverse that direction, second side. Pause here, bring the leg back to tabletop, foot goes down, float the hips up a little bit higher, and come all the way down. Yeah, and then go ahead and lengthen out the legs. You can do an external, internal rotation here if that works for you, whatever that is. Maybe it's full collapse, maybe rocking and rolling the calves out, maybe going right to the backs of the thighs, also fine. All right, so we got one transition. So we're gonna take the roller out, maybe, for me. We're gonna place the roller between the knees and the ankles, so the legs will be in tabletop. I'm gonna flex my feet strongly. I'm gonna push the roller forward so it goes past my foot, right? And then hands behind the thighs. We've got one balance point. Now take a deep inhale in here. Exhale, nod the head. So the third one twist to roll yourself up, find your balance point. Rocks and rolls are fine. Hold the balance point, can you release your arms forward. Without dropping your legs, can you take the roller and place it onto the floor? Can you extend your legs up? Bring the legs back to tabletop, one foot down, other foot down. Lengthen out one leg, lengthen out the other leg. Flex the feet strongly, reach the arms up, shoulders down, flap back over, and then round over when you can. Finding that forward fold that works for you. Holding on the soles of the feet, yoga toe lodge, ankles, shins, thighs, maybe hands on the floor. Find what works. And then roll your stuff up. All right, so we're gonna transition onto the belly. Nothing unusual here. We're gonna do some extension with the roller. So the roller is gonna go in front of you. Center the forearms on the roller, legs behind you on your belly. And then for you, the choice is gonna either keep your forehead onto mat, if that works for you, okay. Or if it doesn't, put the head in line with the spine to find a more comfortable position for the neck. So wherever that is, legs can be together, separated, parallel, or turned out. Find what works. I go for a turned out, slight separation. Take a deep inhale in here. Exhale, you're gonna pull the roller towards you to flip the head and spine up. Inhale in here, exhale coming all the way back down. Inhale in here, exhale again, pull the roller towards you to flip the head and spine up. Inhale in here, exhale coming all the way back down. Inhale in here, exhale again, pull the roller towards you, flip the head and spine up. Inhale in here, exhale coming right back down. We're gonna stay down. 3 times, I want you to lift long legs up, both legs up and away, and then back down. Keep the torso and head down. Put the legs up and away, and back down. Put legs up and away, and back down. Now I want you to pull the roller toward you, flip the head and spine up. Pause for a moment, lift both legs up, both legs down, torso rolls down. Deep inhale in here, exhale, pull the roller towards you, flip the head and spine up, both legs up, both legs down, round yourself down. Again, pull the roller towards you, flip the head and spine up, both legs up, both legs down, and round down. So you can stick with that. You can join them if you like. You know, pull the roller towards you, flip the head and spine up, pause, both legs up. Now keep the legs up. You're gonna roll your torso back down and pull the roller to float up with the legs up. Down and up. This becomes too much, just place the legs back down. Keeping the legs up and still might be just enough for you, that's fine. Or you can start to add swimming legs as you come up and down in your head and torso. So I'll leave that up to you. So remember, legs can be down, legs can be elevated and just still, or you can start to swim the legs. Whatever works. Got that one more time. And then all the way down, you can release the legs back down, let the roller go, push yourself into a child's pose, toes together, knees apart. It could be a cat pose, might be a seated pose, or a different rest position. Whatever you need to find it that works for you. Good, then you're gonna take a deep inhale in here, exhale, and roll up to the base of the spine. One vertebra at a time, the head's gonna be the last to arrive. Shoulders float down the back, chin becomes parallel to the ground. Okay. Do I need to dip this down a little bit? I might need to dip this down because I want to just see my feet a little bit more. I'm not gonna do something too unusual with my feet. So we're gonna do 5 parallel squats. I want you to find the depth of squat that works for you. And I'm gonna ask us to bring the roller back into the equation if it works for you. Which means when I squat down, I'm gonna bring my arms forward. And as I stand up, my arms will drop down to my thighs. Or maybe you keep the arms forward, I don't know, that's up to you. Just remember the knees will track over the second, third toes. There will be a slight hip hinge here. The gaze will follow the line down the horizon of that hip hinge. Here we go. So I'm gonna start with my arms long down onto my approximately my thighs. Deep inhale in here, exhale, I'm gonna slide down, knees track for the second, third toes and stand all the way up. And again, I find the squat that works for me. Here's 2 and up. Here's 3 and up. Here's 4 and up. Here's 5 and up. I want us to do one more, and I want you to hold it. 6, and just keep the arms forward. 3 pulses. 3, 2, 1, stand up. Just to get those pulses back in, because we're gonna use them. So remember, we did this folding forward. So this is where the choreography of your arms are gonna go where they go. So I'm gonna probably keep my arms down. I am gonna squat, and I'm gonna drop my torso. I'm gonna find the depth of squat that works for me. And then I'm stand right back up. Yeah, so I really drop my head. So I'm really dropping my head and stand up. So the depth of squat will be bigger than it was in the beginning, but maybe not as big as we just did. Now you're gonna drop and bend and then come up toe to ankle. You pick your side and place it back down. Drop, bend, left toe up and back down. We're gonna drop and bend. This is where we're gonna probably have to lift our arms up. And then can you bring your right toe to your knee and place the foot back down. Curl, drop, bend, left toe to knee, and back down. So you can stick with that. Maybe that's just enough for you. We're gonna add those 3 pulses. So we'll do the somewhat profile. So we're gonna go ahead, we're gonna bend, drop, pulse. 1, 2, 3, stand up, toe to ankle or knee. Place your foot back down. Curl, drop, bend, 2, 3, and up. Oh, that one's, ooh, I got a toe tap down. It's okay. Place your foot down. Even I have a toe tap down. Drop, 2, 3, and up. Oh, my balance is not worth me today. Drop. It was earlier. I gotta fight for it. Yeah. We go back to the original side. Curl, drop, bend. 2, 3, and up. Foot goes down. Curl and bend. 2, 3, and up. Oh, and foot goes down. Shake it out. So that curl of the spine really just kind of challenges our perception of where we are in space, which is actually really good. It's a good training because if we trip, we're usually folding a little bit, right? So we're not usually tripping and just keeping our gaze forward. We're following where our gaze is following where we're going, right? So it's nice to kind of have that so we can recalibrate with me. So I'm gonna pull this down a little bit. We are gonna go into planks. I'm gonna offer a straight arm plank. You can certainly go to a forearm plank, but you probably don't want to do everything that I'm going to offer up. So again, that's up to you. Functional parallel position with your feet and legs. You're going to come to the end of your mat. Reach the arms up. You'll drive yourself forward. You can bend your knees or not. That's up to you. Get your hand on the floor. Walk yourself forward. Find your plank. All we're going to do right here is just pike the hips up, drop the heels, and then come forward. So it's like a downward dog for those of us who are familiar with that. Pike the hips up and come back down. Pike the hips up and come back down. Go ahead and pike the hips up and come back down. So we're going to add on. So we're going to pike up, and I'm going to bring my right hand towards my left ankle outside and bring it forward. So 3 points of connection. Pike up, left hand to outside of right ankle. And that pike, right hand to left outside ankle. I'm coming down. And the sooner I pick up the hand, the more challenging it gets. I can find my pike and just reach. That's also a strategy, and come back down. I can pike, reach, place the hand back down and coming forward into plank. Or as soon as I can lift that hand up and I leave it up as long as I can before I place it down. And other hand goes up. And as I flip forward to my plank, only place it down when I need to. One more time each side. And other side. Pause here, just hold for an additional 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Gently place this knee back down. Find a rest position, child's pose, cat pose, seated pose, whatever works best for you. Deep inhale in here, exhale, walk the hands over to the right side. So open up the left side of the waist, left side of the ribs, breathe to that side. Walk the hand back to the center. Deep inhale in here, exhale, walk the hands over to the left. Stretching out the right side of the waist, right side of the ribs, breathe to that side. Walk the hands back to the center here. And then open up the arms and hands a little bit so you're more in a V position. And can you press your hands on the floor? So when I'm in child's pose, my boot is going to reach towards my heels. If I'm in cat pose in this position, my lower and upper spine will reach up towards the ceiling. If I'm in seated pose, I'm just going to rock behind my sit bones a little or a lot, depending what's happening there. And then deep inhale in here, exhale, walk the hands back towards you and roll yourself up to an upright seated position. So you can sit onto your heels if that works for you. It doesn't work for everyone. So you might need to come to standing on your knees, totally fine, or find another upright position that works for you. Drop your arms down by your side. You can keep your gaze open, softened, or closed. You take your inhales with the thighs and the backs of the ribs. Then exhale, sink the belly, draw the navel up and in, and elongate the spine, shoot the crown of the head through the ceiling. Next, inhale, shrug the shoulders up to the ears, shoulder shrug. In a gentle, natural way, just allow your shoulders to drift away from your ears. As you exhale, scoot the belly up and in, elongating the spine, shoot the crown of the head through the ceiling. If you're not already on your knees, go ahead and come onto your knees, and you're gonna curl your toes under. You're gonna bring whatever leg forward you like. I'm gonna bring my right leg forward. So I'm in a 90-90 lunge. I can place my hands on my thigh if I need some support. Bring that roller back. You can use a wall or a chair, or no arms, just drop the arms down by your side. Everyone's gonna press their weight forward. So that's the leg that we're gonna stand on. I'm gonna work yourself up to standing, how you can. Find that comfortable upright posture, right? Inhale the sides and back to the ribs. Exhale, sink the belly, draw the navel up and in, elongating the spine, shoot the crown of the head through the ceiling. And then inhale the shoulders up. And then on that exhale, allow the shoulders to drift naturally down, scoop the belly up and in, elongating the spine, shoot the crown of the head through the ceiling. Let's take a little bit of inventory, not too much gripping in the glutes or the back of the knees. See if you can release that a little bit, take any of that tension, draw it towards your abdominals. So you can find a tall, comfortable, upright posture that works for you today. All right, thanks for joining me on Thursday. I'm gonna come by, stop recording. Welcome to fall, if you haven't been welcome to fall yet.